Q&A. It stands for questions and answers. So a lot of stuff happened in the past couple of weeks. I went on a trip, had a couple of gigs around the country, plus a few business meetings in São Paulo. It was all very tiring. But then I got back and then I was sick. Then I got a little better, but then I went in my studio and my studio computer died. But then I bought an even better one, so now I can work on better and bigger projects faster. But I still need to wait for the computer to arrive. So that's why you haven't seen a video of me singing for a while, and that's why I'm doing this Q&A now. Plus the fact that we have a large number of new people here, so I think it would be cool for them to know a little bit more about me. So let's begin. First question: Dan, what country do you reside? I do reside in Brazil. Next question: is there a deadline for submitting questions? Yes, and it ends now. Next question: when did you decide that you wanted to be a singer, and who were your earliest influences? When I was 18 or 19, as soon as I left the army. And that happened as I was listening to an album called Jekyll and Hyde by a band called Petra. I listened to the title track, Jekyll and Hyde, and I was immediately, oh my god, I need to learn how to do this. And since then, I haven't stopped. Some of my earliest influences were Tobias Sammet from Avantasia, ZP from Dragon Force, Tony Kako from Sonata Arctica, and of course John Schlitt from Petra. Next question. Needless to say, guys, I have a lot of questions here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer them all, but I'll do my best. Next question is: what bands have you been listening to lately? I've been listening a lot to Manowar, Blind Guardian, Dragon Force, Sonata Arctica. Something new that I've been listening to lately is Beast in Black. What a genius idea to mix power metal with 80s music. This is fantastic. And as narcissistic as this sounds, I've been listening to a lot of my own stuff lately too. Next question: what other ways have you made money in your life besides what you're doing now? Well, in 2008 I enlisted into the Brazilian army, so my first job ever was being a soldier in the army. Then when I left the army, I went into college and had a bunch of quote-unquote normal office jobs while I was in college. Then I dropped it all and started to live solely from music, and I started to give singing lessons and also working as a session singer. But I didn't like any of that stuff. Thank God now I don't need to do any of that. I live solely from my business with this channel, my songs on Spotify and other platforms, and of course Patreon. Next question: what parts of the US do you most want to visit? You know, I'm not too much of a tourist person, but I would like very much to see New York and the Statue of Liberty because of all of what it means. I would also like to go to just a random small town in Texas, I don't know, and experience the real American way of life. They say that's how you experience the real America. It's by going to an actual small town. Next question: what things do you like most about where you live? I live in a medium-sized town, and I like the fact that it has everything I need, but it's not gigantic. The weather is good, not too hot on summer, not too cold on winter. And in the state that I live, Minas Gerais, there's a lot of hills, a lot of cool landscapes. I like that a lot. Next question: how many swords and or battle axes do you own? Only one sword. You guys must think I'm some sort of medieval lunatic or something. Walks around with swords and battle axes and shields all the time. I wish. Next question: where's the best place to talk to you to request a possible cover song for your consideration? Well, my YouTube comment section. And frankly, whatever way you have to contact me, I receive a lot of messages and a lot of comments in all of my social medias, especially after the Witcher cover thing, and I cannot physically respond to everybody. I used to do it back in the day, cannot possibly do it anymore. I could hire someone, pay $10 an hour for someone to say,
"Cool, have yourself an epic day."
but I'm not doing that. So if you heard back from me, you're hearing back from me. But I try to read everything, so just comment wherever and I'll probably read it. Next question. Why do you think symphonic rock groups haven't taken off in the US? That's a great question. I don't know. The US is more of a place for more modern metal, some stuff like Disturbed, new metal in general. But traditional heavy metal and its subgenres like symphonic, power metal, it's more of an European thing for some reason. I don't know why. You tell me if you're European or from the US, down in the comments. Next question. Your voice has the capability of Freddie Mercury. Yikes. Where do you want this to go? First of all, that is an epic compliment. Thank you very much. Second of all, where do I want this to go? Well, I want a lot of things. I have many plans, many goals. The short answer would be, I want to make a lot of money. I want to be happy and make people around me very happy. Sorry for the vague answer, but it was a really vague question. Next question. What are your future plans in the music industry? Opening a recording studio, music venue, music school, touring, solely YouTube based? Or do you see yourself somewhere completely different in 10 years? Okay, that might answer a little bit of the previous question too. My future plans in the music industry. Well, I love YouTube and I don't plan on stopping. I love the capability it gives me to be independent, to not have to give a crap about record labels, about middlemen of any kind. It's me speaking directly to you. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever going to stop doing this. It's too powerful. But yeah, opening a recording studio. I already have a recording studio. I record in it. Music venue, don't think so. Music school, don't think so. Touring, yes, I do plan on touring. I already do a little bit of touring, but it's more as a guest in other people's projects. I'm doing live gigs now with Luis Mariucci and Ricardo Confessori, ex-members of Angra. It's a fantastic power metal band. But yeah, I do plan on touring with Fearless eventually, and maybe even as a solo artist. Now, as to how do I see myself in 10 years? Well, hopefully a lot richer, hopefully a lot more successful, hopefully with a lot of Fearless albums. If I would still be doing this here on YouTube, of course in a bigger scale, because things have to walk forward, I would be happy. I want to build a lot more of passive income sources, so I don't need to grind so much. I think that's it. Next question. I'm not sure if they have The Voice where you live, but I think you should think about doing a show like The Voice. Yes, Brazil does have equivalent The Voices, but it doesn't interest me too much. Actually, it doesn't interest me at all. I don't have any interest on the Brazilian market per se. Next question. How old are you? I am 30 years old. Next question. If you choose to read for pure enjoyment, who are your favorite authors? I don't read for pure enjoyment for a long time. Actually, I take that back. I read something for enjoyment recently. I'm going to show you.
A few moments later.
It's this. That would be the Brazilian Portuguese version of The Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck by Don Rosa. Well, it's not really a book. It's a comic book of the size of a book. Uncle Scrooge was one of my favorite, if not the favorite, Disney character as I was growing up. My dad used to buy me the comics, and I think it's an awesome character. It's awesome to teach children about entrepreneurship money, about loving money actually, and about what truly means to love money. It means you love hard work, and it means you love the capabilities of the human mind. And yeah, my friends, let me know below if you have any questions that you want me to reply while I wait for my new computer to arrive. You might check some of those videos that I separated for you. They're good. I think so. I made them, so they better be. See you there and have yourself an epic day.